Hello and welcome to an update video regarding Neverwinter Nights 2. Because of course I did a playthrough of the original campaign relatively recently, and I did make some mention of wanting to cover the natural expansion to the original campaign, the expansion called Mask of the Betrayer. It picks up immediately from where the original campaign left off, and of course, the ending of that campaign uh, was a bit of a mystery as to what actually happened to the main character, and that is being explained in this expansion, and it contains its own mystery that you have to unravel and try to solve. The expansion covers character levels from 18 to 30. If you start the expansion with a newly made character, it will start at level 18. But if you import a character from the original campaign, it will be whatever level the character was exported at. The playthrough of the original campaign, of course, featured the character called Kaylee Marshall, a favorite soul that later on in her career took on some paladin levels to support. The only way, unfortunately, you are capable of playing the favorite soul effectively, at least in Neverwinter Nights 2. I don't know whether that is the case for Dungeons and Dragons as well. No idea. But because of the stat conflict that the favorite soul is facing, playing the favorite soul as a pure caster is not practical. You basically need to go the melee route, and as such, because of course the favorite soul wants charisma, and paladins also benefits quite greatly from charisma. It is a natural thing to add some paladin levels to support the favorite soul's melee abilities. There's a bit of an issue though. I try to convince myself that I like the favorite soul class more than I possibly did. I do like the idea of having all the cleric spells, and of course the combat buffs and defensive spells are absolutely enjoyable to have. But the bigger problem with the favorite soul is that while the favorite soul has a lot of nice combat buffs, virtually every single fight you have to start by spending 10, 15, 20, 30 seconds buffing up before you can get to the fighting bit itself. You can go in and swing your sword at various things without the buffs, but you are not going to perform nearly as well. And while I didn't dislike the character, I have to admit I found the gameplay loop of oh, there's an enemy. 15 buffs later. Oh, now we can. Oh, my companions killed the enemy. What a shame. I did find that a bit um, lacking, I think is a good word. I will happily play the expansion with this character for the purpose of continuity, because of course that would be the natural progression to follow her in her further career. But I have made certain compensations for if that is not desired by any potential viewers. While I was doing the playthrough of the original campaign in video form and uploading the episodes, I was also sort of speedrunning a monk for the purpose of testing the differences between the two characters, but also to have a backup plan in case I basically lost interest in the favorite soul. I deliberately didn't want to play Neverwinter Nights 2 using a monk because I completed the first game and its main expansion using a monk, but I do have a certain liking for the monk. It is my favorite single class carousel by a country because of the concepts of the fact that you have someone using their fists and feet to fight and not wearing armor and still capable of doing more damage than most fighters and fighter types with their weapons and having better armor class than many carousels in full plate mail. The monk in Neverwinter Nights 2 feels slightly weaker than in Neverwinter Nights, despite the fact that it's actually stronger in certain areas. It may just be the pacing of Neverwinter Nights 2 being very different from the pacing of Neverwinter Nights. But playing through the original campaign, it never really felt like the powerhouse it became in Neverwinter Nights and Neverwinter Nights expansion. But it is a straightforward run up and punch stuff in the face with some nice defensive abilities, incredibly resilient to magic, incredibly good at dodging area of effect spells and that kind of stuff. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this video up for the rest of the week. And if I haven't had any comments for and against, then I will start playing through Mask of the Betrayer using the monk instead. That would be my personal preference, and I would prefer to play that class. But as I said earlier, if someone else would prefer me to carry on the story of Katie Marshall, I will happily do that. I will not enjoy it as much, but I will not hate it either. So on that note, I can finish up this update, and as I said, if I don't get any comments for or against even, I will be doing Master of Betrayal using the monk. Thanks for watching, take care, and see you next time. Bye bye.